Alright, welcome to today's class everyone. This is the official SAT practice test, and in this video I will solve 8 questions in mathematics. In total there are 58 questions, and the full version of this test will be included in the link in the bio. And as always, if this is your first time watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel and put the like button. And so without any further ado, let's go to this class. So the first question here, if 5x plus 6 is equal to 10, what's the value of 10x plus 3? That's the question. Alright, so first of all, we'll have 5x plus 6 is equal to 10. That's what we'll have. So let's rewrite this as 5x is equal to 10 minus 6. Okay? And then, so then 5x is equal to 10 minus 6 is 4. Okay, let's multiply by 2 both sides. So 5x times 2 will be 10x. 8 times 2 here will be, 4 times 2 will be 8. Alright, and then finally let's add 3. 10x plus 3 is equal to 8 plus 3, which is 11. Okay, 11 is the answer. Let's see. Question 2. X plus y is equal to 0. 3x minus 2y is equal to 10. Okay, so this is called simultaneous equations. Now we have minus 2y in the second equation. How about this? Let's multiply the first equation here by 2, both sides. So x plus y is equal to 0 becomes 2x plus 2y is equal to 0 times 2 is 0. Okay? Let's copy the second equation here. It's 3x minus 2y is equal to 10. Alright, looking on these two equations, we have plus 2y and minus 2y. If we add them side by side, what will happen is 2y and minus 2y will disappear, cancel each other. So 2x plus 3x is 5x. 0 plus 10 here is 10. Okay, and then from here we can find x easily. X is 2, because 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, let's use this equation here and find out the value of y. X here we found it was 2, so that means 2 plus y is equal to 0, which means that y is equal to negative 2. Okay, so the answer here is 2 and negative 2. And keep in mind, when you have this kind of form, the bracket and the comma inside, the first value will be x, the second value will be y, x and y, right? Since x is 2, here 2, and then y is negative 2, that means there's negative 2, okay? Next question. Okay, there's a bunch of words here. Take a second to read this. You can pause this question. But usually these type of questions are not that hard. They're just lots of words. Okay, so what we have here is 60 plus 12 NH. It's the cost of the job. And then H here is the number of hours. N is the number of landscapers. Now, what we know is that cost is equal to price times rate, right? Hourly rate. So, which means that here H is the number of hours. Cost is equal to rate times hours, should be hours. Right? Cost is equal to number of hours times the rate, hourly rate. So here H is the number of hours. That means the meaning of the number 12 here is the hourly rate, right? We'll have number of hours already. The rate is unknown, so that means it should be the A. The company charges $12 per hour for each landscaper. Okay, question 4 here. If you look on this expression, before doing this, you should be familiar with the following formula. X plus y squared is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Okay, and then if you look on 9a4, it's actually equal to 3a squared, the entire thing squared. If you look on 12a squared b squared, we can simplify it to 2 times 3a squared times 2b squared. And if you look on the last one, 4b to the power 4, it's equal to 2b squared, the entire thing squared. So actually this looks very, very similar to that formula, which means that we can actually put this in the following form. 3a squared plus 2b squared, the whole thing squared. Okay, according to the formula, which is this. Compare the two, you will notice that they're the same thing. The only thing is that 3a here is the first number, which is x. 2b squared is the second number, which is y. So the answer here is A. Question 5. Square root of 2k squared plus 17 minus x is equal to 0. If k is larger than 0 and x is 7 in the equation above, what's the value of k? Okay, let's put in this value, x equal to 7, into the problem. So we have 2k squared plus 17 square root minus x is 7 is equal to 0. Alright, so then we are gonna rewrite this as 2k squared plus 17 is equal to 0, and then we move the 7 to the other side, it becomes just positive 7. Because it's negative on this side. When it goes to the other side, it becomes positive 7. Okay, let's square both sides. Square, square. When we square the left-hand side, this square root and the square will cancel out. So what we have is 2k squared plus 17 is equal to 7 squared is 49. Let's simplify. 2k squared is equal to 49. We bring the 17 to the right-hand side. Minus 17. What's 49 minus 17? It is equal to 32. That means 2k squared is equal to 32. Let me write it here. 2k squared is equal to 32. We divide by 2. K squared will be equal to 16. From here, k is equal to only 4. Actually, it can also be negative 4, but we have in the problem, k has to be larger than 0. Alright, so the answer is C. Next problem, question 6. So we have two lines. And then they're saying in the xy plane above, line L is parallel to line K. When the lines are parallel, they have the same gradient. Okay, so what's the gradient of the line L here? We know that the gradient is found in the following way. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That's the formula for the gradient. Okay, have a look on these 2 points. We can call this as the first point, that as the second point. It doesn't really matter. So line L, the gradient of the line L will be equal to, now the y values are 2 and 0, so let's do 2 minus 0 over, the x value of this point is 0, so 0 is minus 5. 2 minus 0 is 2, 0 minus 5 on the bottom is 5. That means the gradient is 2 over 5. Okay, let's have a look on the line K. Line K. We don't know the value of P here for the line K. So now, according to the fact that they are parallel, what we have is that 2 over 5, which is the gradient of the line L, has to be equal to the gradient of the line K, which is 0 minus 4, P minus 0, which is equal to 0 minus 4 will be equal to positive 4. And then P. So that means 2 over 5 is equal to 4 over P. Let me write here. 2 over 5 is equal to 4 over P. Okay, so let's cross multiply like this. 2 times P will be equal to 5 times 4, which is 20. So 2 times P is 20, that means P is simply 10. Okay? P is 10. Okay, the last few questions, 7 and 8. This question, x to the power of a squared over x to the power of b squared is equal to x 16, x is larger than 1, and a plus b is 2. What's the value of a minus b? Okay, so for this example, the first step is to realize that this fraction can be rewritten as x to the power of a squared minus b squared. We just subtract the powers, is equal to x 16 here, x 16. Okay, we'll have x and x right here. That means a squared minus b squared, the powers, is equal to 16. Now, a squared minus b squared can be simplified or factorized in the following form, right? A minus b, a plus b. Now, we are given that a plus b here is 2. That means a minus b times 2 is equal to 16, which means a minus b here will be 16 over 2, which is 8. Okay? It's 8. So, the last question here, the measure, and probably this is the most difficult question. The measure, so we have this formula, NA is equal to 360. The measure A in degrees of an exterior angle of a regular polygon is related to the number of sides n of the polygon by the formula above. What if the measure of exterior angle of a regular polygon is greater than 50? What's the greatest number of sides it can have? Okay, so first of all, we'll have this equation, right? And how about this? We rewrite this as 360 over a, okay? N is equal to 360 over a. Now we're given that here the measure of the angle is greater than 50. That means we're given that a is larger than 50, okay? A is larger than 50. So what it means is that n, which is equal to 360 over a, when a is larger than 50, that means 360 over a is smaller than 360 over 50. Think about this. Since a is larger than 50, when we divide 360 by a, it will be smaller than when we divide 360 by 50, the other way around, right? Divide by a bigger number and divide by a smaller number. Obviously, we will have the following sign. Okay, what's 360 over 50 is equal to 7.2 by your calculator. That means n is less than 7.2, which means the maximum possible value for n can be only 7. It cannot be 8, it cannot be 9, but it can be 7, right? So the answer here is 7. Inequality, as simple as this, but a bit tricky, especially on this side. But try to understand, a is larger than 50, that means 360 divided by a is smaller than 360 divided by 50. Okay? Cool, so this is it for this video. Actually, this section 3 has about 30 questions or so, and section 4 has about 20 questions or 25 questions, and I will include it in the link in the bio. You can access the practice paper, this official one from the College Board. And if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I would also appreciate your comments if you have any. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next class.